Great. This should be the house. I'm pretty sure this was the address.
Okay. I'll knock.
Sounds like whoever's inside has restricted mobility. Oh, it seems serious. Oh, what's the fastest way to get this door open?
Oh, it's tied up.
Break the door down?
No, I'll handle it. Let the expert deal with it.
Paimon's immediate answer is
Paperwork if
violence.
we damage a
Okay.
citizen's property. Calm down. Deep breaths. Remember your training. Control your strength. And... it's open.
I was about to say, is Cease like new to this?
Seath, take a
Or
few
Seath?
people and lie in wait. Keep your eyes peeled for any activity around the house. The Traveler, head nurse, and I will go inside.
Mouse scenes are so adorable though. Look at them. I also was gonna be a domain thing, but never mind.
Hello?
This is the second instance of an overworld area with a interable building.
Yeah. On the bed,
In the
there's
story
an old
quest.
lady. That's gotta be Rawat's mother, right? She doesn't look like she's in any state to be answering our questions, though.
And both are in the same update too. Florence and
Try,
Sigewinne's.
But she is very ill. We mustn't force it.
Well, doesn't look like Rawat's here. She's the only one we can talk to.
Yep. Allow me. Hello, ma'am. Might I ask if you're Rawat's mother? We are trying to locate him. Hard of hearing, perhaps. Does anyone have a picture of Rawat?
I have one here.
I'd like to show you a photo, ma'am. Is this your son? Do you know where he is? Looks like this isn't gonna work after all.
Well, looks like we're out of leads. If Rawat's not here, things are looking very bad for him.
Is it possible he could have avoided returning here because he knew he'd be in danger?
But that means he has to be aware of them being criminals.
But if so, where do we look next?
That means he has to be aware of them
Maybe
blackmailing
we should
him,
take
which
another
actually does
look
make
at
a
the
lot of sense
institute.
regardless.
Yes, so.
I suggest we all return there now. We found a good amount of useful information the first time, but perhaps there's something we missed. This is our last hope.
Sorry, officer, but could I stay here for a while? This patient requires some care.
Of course. Traveler, stay with the head nurse. You're technically here as her assistant after all.
You got it.
Also, I'd like some Marechaussee members to stay as well, and keep an eye on the area.
Okay.
Why's that?
Wait, so you want
Knows how serious his mother's condition is.
Morgana to
He
go
will
alone?
return.
Got it. Okay. I'll tell the squad members in hiding to stay put and keep a lookout.
So you want Morgana to go alone then?
Thanks for helping me out yet again, Traveler and Paimon. No problem. But when you say her condition is serious, do you mean... Yes. She's barely clinging on to life.
My god.
Oh. Let me take care of a few things first. Could you pass me the towel over there? Yeah, of course. I can tell that her family has tried a lot of different treatment methods, including some very expensive medicines. Unfortunately, her condition is so multifaceted that a recovery looks all but impossible. Sigewinne, Paimon bets being a nurse must be pretty tough at times like this.
I'm surprised she hasn't been jaded by this point. If this is what she has to face all the time.
It makes me a little sad. In a Melusine's eyes, a human's birth, aging, sickness, and death are as much a part of natural law as sunrise and sunset. But human medicine can defy that law to some extent. In that sense, it is a science of miracles. That is why I became fascinated with it in the first place. But it was only after I truly became a doctor that I realized miracles don't always happen.
That's really interesting.
Even the greatest doctors cannot cure all diseases.
So that's Sigewinne's perspective when it comes to being a doctor.
Don't worry about me, Paimon. A doctor's duty is not to cure all diseases, but to treat whatever ailments they can. At the very least, I can lower her fever. That way she'll suffer less, and she might even be able to see her son.
Yeah. All the more reason to find Rawat as soon as possible, even if we don't catch those crooks.
Oh, her fever is getting worse. Could I get some hot water?
Sure, we're on the case.
It's no wonder her element is Hydro.
I'll take care of her. Fetch me some hot water if you would.
But yeah, it's no wonder her element is Hydro though. It was rifle through. There's something supposed in it. Interesting. Okay, so there's some ready-made hot water. This went. The way to the underground levels written down in the jungle. Rawat's notes. That's the domain. That's 1,000,000,000% the domain. Family photo has been. Why is the photo removed? Why would you remove the photo? That's because I already checked this table.
Found the hot water?
Sure did. And look what else we found.
Map to his lab.
Judging by this journal, it seems like Rawat has a private lab. There's a good chance he could be there right now. We gotta go tell Officer Morgan right away.
Oh, that's great news. But hold on just a moment. The wet towel is ready. I'm giving you another injection. Are you feeling better now? It's all right. We'll go bring him back. Please hang in there.
Thank you.
She's not gonna make it. She's not gonna make it. What is the... What's the most just...
Don't look this
Oh.
way. I'm supposed to be hiding, remember? Captain's orders.
Right, they're waiting for a possible ambush, right? I don't know, she's just hiding there. It looks so cute though. I know she's supposed to be hiding there, but because of a possible ambush, but still. I can't help it. Melusine's are just adorable, okay?
There's a pleasant breeze and glorious sunshine.
There are the people here.
It's Officer Morgan! They're already here!
How did they come here though? Did they really
Came
find
as soon
some
as we
lead?
heard the news.
Oh.
Can't believe we were so careless. The most crucial
When did we let them
information of
know?
all was hiding right there, in that room. And we missed it.
Don't blame yourself. Right now, we need to focus on finding a way in.
There's a mechanical door over here. Hopefully the instructions in Rawat's journal will help us open it.
It's either a puzzle or it's just one lever. It's probably just this one lever. Again, do you think they added this small thing without us noticing between updates, or do you think this was already existed all the way back then? We just know we could access it yet.
It's open. Let's go in.
Alright. We need a Hydra character, and we already have Hydra Traveler, but most of all, we have Sigewinne. I'm just gonna say this up front right now before we go more further in. I love that her weapon is reminiscent of a Cupid's arrow. Of a Cupid spell. It is very cute.
Don't slip and fall.
Well, that doesn't mean just because she's cute does not mean she is not deadly in combat.
How did they get in here?
And she is.
Captain, up ahead! Those look like our fugitives!
So they found this place too?
Let's not at the pond.
Don't let any of them escape.
So, Sigewinne's normal attack, targeted treatment is disabled 3 consecutive shot attack. That deals physical damage. Now, her charge attack is very interesting. Where, at max charge, she'll actually just do continuous shots at infinitum until you release it and you do a Hydro damage. Her elemental skill, Rebound Hydrotherapy, has a bubble that can be charged while aiming. The bubble bounces up to 5 times between multiple opponents. You can see right there. It puts them to sleep, but also deals Hydro damage based on her max HP. Now, every bounce heals her allies, excluding Sigewinne, based off her max HP. But once it ends, as you just noticed, Sigewinne will actually heal on the 5th bounce. And of course, that's the one that ends. Now, this bubble can actually be charged up to 2 tiers. And it can even immobilize enemies in that state. However, every bounce will drop a tier until the very end. And this will actually give Sigewinne a bond of life equal to 10% of her HP. This works well if her passive requires appropriate rest, which gives her an effect that bumps her Hydro damage by 8% and gives her 10 stacks of Convalence. Now, whenever that happens, a party member can use their elemental skill, and that damage will get buffed, but only for 10 times because, again, 10 stacks. One more thing to know about elemental skill is that, like Nifil and the Hydra Traveler, she generates 2 stores water droplets. And every time she collects one, she will gain a bond of life, as I mentioned earlier, equal to 10% from max HP. It helps her gain elemental energy from elemental burst. It's more notable due to her second passive, Detailed Diagnosis, which will basically increase her healing based on total value bond of life across all party members, not just her. Now, her elemental burst.
I swear, it's for medical research.
Super saturated syringing does AoE higher damage to the frontal area based on her max HP, and she also absorbs the 2 swords for droplets within a certain range. Again, it combos with her second passive. She's more of an aggressive healer, and she actually combos really well with actual possible elemental reactions. But first and foremost, she is HP sponge healer through and through. Now, if I can get this up one more time.
Let's blow bubbles.
Now, actually, I believe if there's no other enemies, it just bounces on the same enemy again and again and again and again and again.
Relax.
Another test subject.
There we go. That's more for an elemental burst. It's actually kind of funny.
Whirling snow.
Floaty woody.
Bounce up.
Take flight.
He might feel a little prick.
Pretty fun character to play, in my opinion.
Captain, according to our list, many of the fugitives aren't accounted for. There may be others hiding deeper inside the facility.
So these guys were just the lookout crew.
Well, we go looking further, right?
Show say Phantom. How did they find this place?
Wait, it's that guard from the fortress.
That's right. I'm on your side. I mean, the Duke sent me. What's the matter? Some sort of mix-up?
This is not the real Odilon.
Mr. Odilon, didn't I tell you a few days ago that you need to stop all field work until you've recovered?
This Odilon in quotes.
Well, you know, gotta help His Grace out. Share the load.
Officer Morgan, this man is an imposter. The real Mr. Odilon has no recent health issues.
What? But
Looks like the head nurse was right about the face-swapping method.
Arrest them all.
Arrest them all! DuPont, stay here and keep guard. And watch the exit. If we're not back soon, call for reinforcements.
got it.
But yeah, Siju's an interesting character to play as, I'm not gonna lie. She's definitely not a frontward DPS, but she's more of a sub DPS main healer archetype role. But I will say though, she pairs really well with Bond of Light characters, because you're gonna want a lot of Bond of Light characters on this team, on teams with her. So Arlecchino and Clorin are your best bet if you want to have a really interesting team with Sigewinne.
So many jars. Was this some sort of production
And yet, this is the place on the trailer.
This scent, it's probably the ingredients used to make butterfly dew.
How come they're all empty? Did it sell so well that he ran out of supplies?
I think it's abandoned. Or appears to be abandoned, at any rate.
How strange. Why would Rawat choose to manufacture a popular product like that in such a difficult-to-reach location? Given our suspicion that he may have been coerced into the illegal drug trade, I would have thought that any production facility we find here would be used for illicit purposes.
Maybe it's a mix of both.
Perhaps butterfly dew is itself an illegal drug.
Oh shoot.
Do you have any evidence for that claim?
No, just a guess. We need to find Rawat as soon as possible. He has all the
Do you think the
answers we
face
need.
do you think the face changing method
Understood.
is actually butterfly dew itself?
Well, let's not linger here.
And
Let's go.
but he advertises it as a beauty product instead.
Don't slip and fall.
Doesn't look like we're gonna get this door open.
Find the
Let's
other
try
way.
Another way around. This one's closed too. What's with those carts and tracks? Oh, maybe
Rotate
it's one
them.
of those doors that opens when it senses cargo passing through. There's a loaded cart right over there. Let's bring it to the door and give it a try.
Rotate backwards. Now move.
Don't slip
Booyah.
and fall.
This chest I must get. I think, yeah, this can't go any further, so we have to go on the ladders. Oh, free chest. Really?
Let's see. Pew!
I did not have time.
Let's blow bubbles! Don't slip and fall! My apologies!
Now move. Nothing else I can do here.
This room's much smaller than the others.
Judging by the implements on the table, this looks like a potion-making lab.
Makes sense to me.
Head nurse, over here.
Notes?
Let's see. Huh? Rawat's clothes. Why would he change here?
He's living here.
Perhaps they stripped him down, left the clothes behind, and disposed of him somewhere else?
Jesus.
Yikes, Sigewinne, where did that come from?
That's overkill much.
Oh, what a tragic way to go. Especially with such a bright future ahead of him.
I think she was like over exaggerating.
There's a path leading further on, Officer Morgan. Let's keep up the pace.
Supply the source have completely dried up. Final batch will be with such a good price. Huh? No, it's too late. What? Oh, there you go. That's just. Gimme. As constituent, that's a bit of an overkill statement, though. I'm not gonna lie. There are people here.
Shh, there's a whole bunch of people in there.
Are you serious? You're telling us that within a day, our faces are going to rot like yours?
Fontanian physiology changed dramatically after that great flood, and it's not as compatible with this face-changing solution as before. The side effects are as you can see.
Why didn't you say anything before we all used it?
Oh,
Look, my plan got you all out of prison, didn't it? You'd have much
that's
better
why
problems
Potton's
to
face
worry
was
about right now
melting.
than Marshall say Phantom found out about your other crimes. Consider an ugly mug getting off lightly.
Ugh. You're just lucky we didn't leave you in there after you disappeared on us with no warning. We only let it slide because we're former partners. And now you have the gall to pull a stunt like this?
Partners? Make no mistake, each of us is only looking out for himself. If you place too much trust in others, well, I'm afraid that's your problem.
so that's why his face was
You
melted.
hid things from me too. Remember how you each had a spare potion? You kept quiet about it until we planned the prison break?
Oh, and you didn't have a secret spare? Then do you want to explain how you melted your face off before all this?
Guys, that's enough. Calm down. It is what it is. Arguing won't change anything.
This is
What's
fake
the plan,
Eric.
Potton?
So
I'm assuming you brought us here for a reason?
There is no plan. We followed him here on the promise of more juice, but it turns out there ain't a drop here. Besides, what does it matter now anyway? He already said, even if we did get our hands on more of that stuff, switching faces again solves nothing. They're still gonna melt off eventually.
I said enough arguing. Potton, tell us the plan.
The most practical solution is to continue using the potion. Keep switching to a new face before the ulcers can start forming.
but thinking about those visuals
kidding
though
me?
seems very
This
grim.
stuff was hard enough to get a hold of even when we had a supply. Now you're asking us to use it like skin lotion after the flood all but wiped the supply out?
Well, there is another option. But you'll have to make a deal with me first.
Okay, now we're talking. What's the deal?
I have a document I took from that researcher that details how to make a replacement. Just give me one bottle of the undiluted fluid, and I'll get to work.
Okay.
What's the problem? I thought you always kept reserves. Or do you really just have one spare bottle each?
What do you think? That we were shipping them into the fortress of Meripede by the basket load?
Well then, Say hello to never showing your marred faces in public again.
Ugh, I've heard enough! Get him! Let's see if that document even exists!
Freeze! Marshall, say Phantom!
Too late.
What? Who let them in?
Officer Morgan, before anything else, please find out Rawat's status.
Rawat?
I don't see him. Hand over the hostage now, if you want any chance of avoiding an extension to your sentences.
Spare us your condescending attempts to coax us back to our cells.
When did
Think
Rawat
we're going to
die?
Negotiate? Rawat is dead.
Potton?
Arrest them all! Don't let anyone get away!
When?
Take flight.
Well, time for punishment.
Oh, that wasn't very... Yeah. Ha, ha.
Useless!
Ha.
Whirling snow.
And here's the greatest combo here.
So he might...
Blast them away.
Useless. Here come the fireworks. Wibbly wobbly. Ha!
Unthinkable. Yeah. Take flight.
Yeah.
Boring!
Floaty woody. Oh.
Whirling snow. Sakura swirl.
I swear, it's for medical research.
My apologies.
Water jet!
Huh. Gotta say, I never expected to see the head nurse in combat.
She can fight.
Patients respond better to a more aggressive treatment plan.
You
Did
don't
get
say.
everyone?
Captain, we finished the head count. Potton's missing.
He ran away.
Over there! The door's closing!
One group trying to arrest me, another trying to hunt me down. Good. I gotta kill two birds with one stone.
How did he get up there? There must be a secret passage somewhere. Find it!
Don't waste your energy. I already sealed it off.
How naive. We have more people outside. If we're not back out by the agreed time, they'll come to our rescue.
Well then, you'd better hope they get here in time.
Is he gonna flood it?
There's some kind of
Where's
gas
gas?
leaking from the pipes. Be careful, it's poisonous.
This is our distribution center, where we store the product derived from our source solution. We had to use special fire prevention methods to prevent contamination. The pipe network here was designed to emit a gas for firefighting. One little modification later, and it makes an efficient death trap.
Why would you do this? Your partners are here too.
Oh, please. If they can't supply what I need, they're of no further use to me. Besides, I can't have them exposing my potential whereabouts.
He's a maniac! Come on, we gotta find a way to open that door!
Go ahead, struggle in vain. Once the last of you croaks, no one will ever find me again. So long!
Are you sure you're ready to leave, Potton? You haven't changed your dressing today.
You can't cure my face, just give up.
And what if I could?
Nice try. You're just trying to stall me. Don't you worry about me. I'll find a way to cure my face once I get out of here.
How are we still freaking alive by this point?
I doubt it. After all, Fontanians can no longer dissolve in primordial seawater.
What the? How did you?
The key component of the face-changing potion is the fluid left behind by dissolved Fontanians. It might look like ordinary water,
What?
but it has some unique elements in it. Before the flood, all Fontanians were oceanids, physiologically speaking. A potion made from that fluid could dissolve and reconstruct the face of a Fontanian in much the same way as hydroidolins change form.
Huh.
Theoretically, it could give someone any appearance they wished.
So that's why.
But since the flood, Fontanians have become true humans. They can no longer provide the source material for this potion, nor reap its benefits.
Are you saying this potion is made from Fontanians dissolved with primordial seawater? Then their crimes are far worse.
I was gonna say,
than
they're
I
just as
thought.
bad as Vache.
How could you know all of this? No, wait. Of course.
Keep in mind, Sigewinne also changed their
Well,
face
well.
before.
So that's
Only
why they have
once.
Human appearance.
It also means that I have a formula you're unaware of. The air's getting thicker. It's getting hard to breathe.
I might get to make a deal today after all. Alright, keep talking. How do you intend to give me the formula?
Oh, it's not a formula, but a finished product. I have a bottle of it right
Oh,
here.
the completed
What?
Butterfly Dew.
When I tried Rawat's skincare product, I noticed it had a certain special component in it. So I had my friends gather some other ingredients for me, and
I was
share.
wondering when that was gonna
A
come
little
back.
experimenting later, I'd produce the potion. I'm guessing his skincare lotion contains the fruits of your joint research?
Huh. Impressive guesswork. Yeah, we were his supplier for some of the raw ingredients. But it only contains a tiny amount of the active ingredient. The effect is minuscule compared to the undiluted fluid.
Well, I found a way to reverse the dilution process, giving the skincare lotion a similar effect to the fluid it is derived from.
That's impossible.
If I tell you some of the ingredients, I think you can figure it out. First, you need to combine tethered hydrophantasm tissue with transoceanic pearls at a ratio of around 3 to
And that's
7.
what the things that we're fighting were
Tainted
all
hydrophantasms and
spontaneous
transoceanic
apparents
pearls.
and hydroidolins.
I see. Can't believe I never thought of that.
So, can we make a deal?
Sounds good to me. There's a delivery pipeline beneath this window. Drop the potion in, and I'll release you all.
Nope, not trusting you that easily. You're like those naughty kids who try to hide their illness. Open the sluice gate first, then I'll hand you the potion.
Even if you're not bluffing, your potion won't cure my face permanently. You really think you have any leverage here? I'm not closing the valve this time. Clock's ticking.
Fine, then I'll just stand here with the potion in my hand. And when I faint from the poison, I'll drop it and it'll be destroyed.
No.
Damn, Sigewinne, you're brave.
It's open!
Disable that sluice gate! Jam it! Don't let it close again!
That's more like it. In that case, a promise is a promise.
Head nurse, there's too much poison gas in here. We have to leave, now!
I was gonna say, you know, like, I'm not losing HP here, so blood poison gas. Wait, so they just killed off Rawat randomly?
That was too close. That Potton is a real nasty piece of work.
Oh, don't be too quick to sit down. Moving around a little will help relieve the soreness. Same goes for you, Traveler. Oh, but Paimon, you should be fine, right?
Flying fast is pretty tiring too, actually. Anyway, that's not important right now. Paimon's still shocked to learn that there's a whole criminal operation going on behind that skincare lotion.
Were you really though?
Shame I ended up giving the improved version to Potton after finally making it for you. I'll make you some more, I promise.
No, please don't. Paimon doesn't want to use that stuff anymore. Still, it was a pretty good job that Paimon wanted to buy some in the first place, huh? It ended up saving everyone's lives. That's gotta count for something.
Sigewinne was the one doing the saving.
Yeah, Paimon was just kidding.
Head nurse. I've done a final head count of our team and the criminals. Everyone's here and doing fine. We're ready to escort the fugitives back to the fortress of Meripede. It's a shame that we didn't find Rawat. At this point, I'm afraid he's probably deceased.
What a horrible bunch. Especially that Potton guy. If he hadn't made good on that deal, we'd all be dead because of him.
No, we wouldn't. I always keep a whole bunch of antidotes on me for emergencies, and one of them neutralizes
You are
that
really
poison gas.
prepared, huh,
Would've
Sigewinne?
been fine, even if you hadn't opened the gate.
What?
So she called us
Then why
bluff.
did you give him the potion?
If this is true, I must concur. Sorry to be blunt, but I think you made a bad decision by handing him that bottle. If he changes his appearance and flees Fontaine, it's unlikely that we'll ever find him.
I think she has a
No
different
matter
reason.
how cooperative his accomplices are.
Sigewinne's always clever than we
No,
think.
You don't understand. I gave him the potion precisely so we could be sure where he'll
Yeah,
go
she's
next.
just set him up.
What do you mean?
We gotta hurry. She won't last much longer.
I was gonna say, is she gonna go back to the house and he's gonna pretend to be like Rawat or something like that? Because I feel like that's what we're getting at here.